Hey everyone, welcome back. Today is February 21st, and Baro is now here on the Orcus relay on Pluto. Let's see what he has this time, as we're still in waiting room for infested liches, and oh, not login music this time. We have a drippy sigil, which would go in your chat. Why does it have such a boxy shape? Okay, I don't know how I feel about how boxy shaped that is, but anyways, hey, at least not login music for once. Prisma Shade is our other piece that we're gonna get this time. If you haven't done it before, getting Sentinels is 7,000, no, 9,000 MR, because you get 3,000 from the weapon and 6,000 from the Shade itself. And then after that, we also have Voltaic Strike. I only have one copy of this, so I know this is the one that came from the operation if you haven't managed to get it in the past. Well, now is your chance, because it's the only other way to get it besides trading with players. Prime Fever Strike, pretty mandatory mod these days, especially if you go raw damage corrosive, or you go gas dot build for some influence shenanigans on certain weapons, but also pure toxin raw DPS, especially like imagine glaives and whatnot. But yeah, this is a mandatory pickup. Primed Expel Grenier, if you play anything endurance, or you're playing dot comps with your pistols, then I would probably suggest picking this up as it double dips. It's just my main recommendation, as we don't really know when particular expels will come back. Pierce's Zebra skin, if you'd like it, it is in shop this time. Actually, this is one of the nicer looking skins. It doesn't just look like it's a thrown-on decal, it kind of makes it look like it's part of the veins on the infested weapon and whatnot. Kind of cool, kind of cool. Machete Wraith, once upon a time, the best machete. Then we got Celatra, which was everything that Machete Wraith was, but ever so slightly better. And then we got Nami solo in Karnon. So this one is kind of a collector's item at this point, since you can get Celatra whenever you want, and is not even time limited. And if you're lucky enough to have been able to pick up Nami solo in Karnon, well, I mean, the rest is history. Prisma Skana, okay, a pretty good sword here with okay crit stats. The main thing about it is it also has an Incarnon. Very good stat stick, but as we know, Pseudo Exalt's rework is coming in soon over the course of later this year. However, they end up planning it and unveiling it, so I don't really know how much mileage that has. But if you just want to use it as an actual Incarnon melee, it does have funny little sword beams you can throw out, like a budget Exalted Blade. Very strong, best generic sword in the game now. Okay, Combo Fury. I mean, I find this is kind of a waste unless you're playing the the Piranhas, since you get that extra magazine cap. But like these days, we don't have as much use for it. However, it is very funny if you do put it on akimbo pistols that really benefit from this. As for the case of the Piranha Prime, you get 48 shots instead of 24 because it's multiplicative to the passive. Okay, Teer earpiece, it looks like this if you want a little bit of glamour in your life. Twin Grax Tosin skill returns once more if you want something a little bit more inspired. Then we have our Viper Wraith. I'm just gonna be real with you, these weapons suck. They're impact weighted, I don't know what you're supposed to do that. They have some crit, but not amazing. Status is crap, but the magazine size is non-existent and the fire rate is insanely high for such low damage versus mag size too as well. It does have the skull shots augment, I believe, from Nightwave for headshots for 100% ammo efficiency, but really, it doesn't save the weapon. Okay, Coccyx Sugatra, if you'd like it on your melee, it looks like that. Then we have the entire Avia collection, armor collection. Yes. For the chest, and we got the pieces for the shoulders. Personally, I find this one it's okay. I've seen better, but hey, at least it's not one of those tacky, ugly armor sets, right? But it is in Baro this time. And then we have our Prisma Lotus Glyph, if you want that for your, well, icon up top here. We have our Puspa Luxem Ornament, a decoration for your Orbiter, and a Deimos Chimeros Prex. It's just another Prex card. I don't know how many of these have run by at this point. Rationator is called Sandana. If you want something inspired directly from Neja's lore, it is available here once again. It is actually a little bit interesting to color, but note that it is the children's recreation of his original Sandana, the little fan you might have seen in the back. Dina's pistol skin, probably one of the most badass looking pistol skins in the game, makes it look like you have a big iron. Works on many different pistols. I'm actually pretty fond of this one. Okay, Basilisk Fighter Decoration. You can only use this in your personal quarters. It's meant to go in the Empyrean Vignette if you don't want a fish tank and you want a space battle. Then that's where you put that there. Peculiar Audience. If your enemy's getting absolutely vaporized, an entire room at once wasn't enough then, well, to add insult to injury, when you do this now, you have a 60% chance for a Skitter Girl in the background to laugh at their demise. It has a cooldown of 20 seconds, and it uses up your Excellus slot, but that's what it does. Javi scrawling, if you want to look like you have nothing better to do in your headquarters, personal quarters, then that's there too. Ultra Sign Sentinel tail. Yeah, you want some air vents on your butt? There you go. Domestic Dice Drone is available here once more from Duviri if you'd like it for that. And then we also have our Axiom 5 if you want the Magnus. I once upon a time did the Deadly Shot, the multiplicative final crit mod that could go with the Magnus. But, I mean, we have quite a lot of weapons that could do that these days. Like, you got Stulta with the Acuity mod to one-shot on headshots, multiplicative gun CO, and crit shenanigans, all that type of stuff, so I don't know. Lotus Eater's login music, that's where it was. I knew it was hiding somewhere. Well, if you want more login music, it is there. Not its immortal skin. I don't think this looks great, but if you like it, then you do you. And then we have the entire set of the Lunar Emblem series, as well as Sigils, which would be under chest. That returns once more. I feel like at this point that these are pretty much available 1/4 of the year round. Not even just like when it's an actual time, it's like for basically 3 months of the year, it would be there. Sands of Inaros Blueprint, if you still haven't done his quest, and Fey Path Ephemera as always, and if you show up with Inaros Prime, Lost Signal quest item will show up in the shop, or you can escort Baro to get, well, your own loot. That's what Baro has brought this week. Appreciate you all for sticking around, and whoa, why did the bow miss out? But like and subscribe goes a long way helping out the channel, and I'll see you all next time.